Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. We are back. We are here. We are in Blender. I had a friend emergency real fast. Their grandma's cat was admitted to the hospital last night. They said, and so they were telling me about it, and I had to go quickly go talk about that real fast. But we are here, and I'm here to say hello to everybody. Who do we have? We have Eagle. Hello. I think I saw Eagle left, so hello and goodbye. And I hope you come back soon. But we have Eagle. Monique, hello. Bludern, hello. The Game Master, hello. Welcome in. Hello. Welcome in. I believe Foxy, Withered Foxy, hello. Welcome in. It is good to see you all here today. We are back in Blender. No World today. World is sleeping. They're tired. But we are here. How are you guys doing so far? I know it's a little late in the morning, but I had to do taxes. I had to file my taxes, and then I had some other stuff go down. But we're here, and we are in. And I just got a message. I think it was you, yep, Blittern. It was you. Okay. I gotta turn on streamer mode, that way I'm not distracted by everything. But we are back in Blender today so that we can continue working on the Stylized Mimic model that we've been working on. Off stream, I designed this hand. I'm not super happy with it. It needs a little bit more structure. Maybe a little bit more shaping, specifically around the hand itself. I don't really like how thin it is. I do kind of like how long and spindly it feels. It feels very Other Mother. But I do want to try and get some more stuff here in this palm, just so that it feels more like it can grab stuff. But otherwise, meh. Otherwise it is iffy. But I'm not complaining too much. I just I gotta add more details up here. I gotta add something so that this piece doesn't slide off, of course. But the rest of it I feel looks decent. Like I said, I just need to flesh out the palm a bit, I think. We need to flesh out some sort of cushioning here. I'm thinking. I don't know. You guys can see my mouse, so yeah, I'm thinking we add some sort of pad here to allow for that thumb grip, and we also need a little bit more up here to allow for that finger in total. But here. But yeah, I didn't do much outside of stream other than that. We have the head we were working on. I added some ears, more or less. These are auditory receptors, so that they can hear. I gotta add wires out the wazoo still, of course, and I still need to figure out how I'm gonna do this joint for the neck, wherever that ends up being. Something tells me it'll be a little bit further back than this. If anything, I'm gonna take this whole thing and scale it up by a bit, just to kind of match these proportions a little bit better. And then, but yeah, we'll have to see how that goes when we get there. Let's see, doing fine, that's good. I'm playing Sleep on Bellora's Lap. Oh? I'm listening to Something Blue by Voila. My day was good, not anymore. How come? What's going on there with you, Eagle? Because my brother's being an asshole. What's he doing? Tell him to knock it out before I knock some sense. Coraline mentioned? Yes, Coraline mentioned. I've been loving the references I've been seeing on Twitter between Secret of the Mimic and Coraline, and I kind of like the idea of it kind of coming through in this just a little bit. Obviously, there's not going to be very much outside of spindly fingers, but spindly fingers is giving Coraline, so it is what it is. But like I said, I think I want to. Frankly, I wouldn't mind bulking up the fingers a little bit more, just because they feel so thin. They don't feel very strong at all. Whoops. But we'll have to see where we go with that, I suppose. First things first, let's add that cushioning I was talking about. I also kind of want to rotate these ever so slightly, just so that they're not perfectly straight. How do I do that though? So I have references up on the side here, and they aren't helping. I don't think they've been helping since the moment I started. So, especially when I started this hand. I don't know how I'm gonna add on to the palm of this hand. It's so flat! It needs to be thicker. Oh wow, that doesn't look right. I put it right back. Okay. It feels a lot better already. He called me an idiot for not closing the car, and when I said he was being a bitch, he threatened to tattle me. Bro, you are an adult. It sounds just like siblings. This makes me realize how simple my hand models are, but that's fine. People don't see them. Yeah. Yeah, it tends to be that way though, huh? Twice FM, welcome in. Hello. Bunny. Yes, Bunny. You have joined the house of the bunny. Oh. Why does it look like that? That works a little bit better. Already that looks better. Now there's not so much space in between them. Then I can apply my scale. There we go. I'm still dealing with the problem of no padding. Ugh. Mew? What is Mew? Why'd you mew? Neep? Meep. Hello. Meep. I was so confused. Goodness. Why don't I just... We're just going to leave them like this for now. We're going to see how we like this. So we're going to go -90, 90. And then when it comes time to put everything together, we'll scale it according and move from there. But for now, I kind of want to start on the body. I should have grabbed an accurate reference here. Oh, damn it. I forgot I was going to. It's fine. Maybe I missed it. I'm not going home with him. That'll work. Something borrowed, something blue. Alright, so body. I've got a couple of references here for the body that I do genuinely kind of like. But again, we're going to try and stick with that humanoid-esque shape, I think. That's it, I'm jumping. Don't jump. Unless it's on a trampoline. And even then, land on your feet. Or you're behind. Well, I would like to say that I am rendering the map, re-rendering the map, adding the final touches as shown in the art. Yeah, I did see that. I do like it. I will say I think most of your renders there do feel a little dark, but I can't ever tell if it's just my monitor or my phone. But even like your regular renders, I think feel a little bit dark when it comes to your game. But I think that might just be me. Okay, so first things first. Something new, something borrowed, something blue. First things first, let us, cursor just selected. That way I can take this body. Let's lay out the necessary joints, right? So we need UV sphere, just as our basic joint. And this, scaled down, is going to go right about here for the neck. And then we have our arm joints, or shoulder joints. And then, I think for now, yeah, I'm on a phone, my renders are dark, yeah. And then let's try and line these up. I'm going to hide the hand for now. Help. What? All of these are supposed to be in E-hands. There we go. So neck. And then these shoulders actually might end up just in line with that, but I'm not entirely sure. I need a side view. I think I need to pull open another reference here. I forgot to hit record again. Whatever. Okay. Pinterest. Something new, something borrowed, Pinterest is so funny sometimes. Human skeleton drawing need side profile, please. Okay. So it looks like if I do this, then I can zoom it so slightly. What we end up with is a shoulder joint that's in line with the head, but the neck joint moves back a bit by about a joint. So it'll go about there. Which works for me. Yep. I love Pinterest. Me too. Pinterest is a godsend. But you know what's better than Pinterest? Chocolate milk. I'm gonna drink my little carton here. Got a box of those the Yahoo cartons. Man, delicious. Okay. Let's start the recording back up, and then we will start. So, all I know for sure here is that I want this to be strangely human, right? So we want a spine that feels like a spine, and some sort of casing shell that feels like a rib cage, as well as the level of posability that comes from the bone structure of a human. So things like pistons on top of here that act like the collarbone, stuff like that. So we got to figure out how we are layering this out to get that. About to submit my ELI test. Wish me luck. Good luck. I wish you the best of luck. Okay. Designing something from scratch to mimic a human is much more difficult than one would super expect. 100 congratulations! Just want you to know that was all because of my good luck. Take these vertices. Copy these modifiers. Scale it. Shade auto smooth. We're just trying to mark out something roughly human. Yes, all your good luck. Yippee. I just guessed correctly. Ugh. Yeah, I can crack my sternum like my knuckles. Fun. There used to be a lot of fun things I could crack. I cannot anymore. I don't even remember what they were. Somehow I feel like that might be symbolic. Aye, indeed. Anyway, bye. Alrighty, well, thank you for stopping by. I hope we catch you again real soon. Have a good rest of your day there, Glitter. How do I do this? Grg. I'm feeling better now, just hanging out here. Good, I'm glad. That makes me really happy to hear. Celebratory sip of chocolate milk. This is not going the way I wanted it to. Maybe I should work on the inner mechanics first. So, if that's the case, then I need a spine. What I really need is this picture. Save image as. Save. Refs. Photo refs. Shift A. Image. Reference. Line up those pixels. E flat. You got a flat head. Spooky, scary skeleton, indeed. Popstar, hello, hello. Something kind of like that, I'm thinking. And then... Grr. What's up, Stitchworks and World? It's just Stitchworks today. World's not here. World is sleeping. I am struggling with anatomy. Struggling with endo anatomy, it seems. Also we'll sort that out after. Right up there. Road died, guys. No, they're just sleeping. Promise. I tuckered them out. And then we're gonna have a piston between these. We're gonna have a cylinder. Essentially, I think I'm just going to keep this same piston design here. And use that on these. Must be in a coma then? World is sleeping? Yes, world is sleeping. Clear and keep transformation. Oops. Fun fact, if they were not curved, hold on. Render on anatomy, the collarbones are curved. Yes, they are. Fun fact, if they were not curved, you would actually choke yourself whenever you raised your arms. Indeed, indeed. Why does the mimic need teeth? To mimic being human. You know what? You bring up a good point there when it comes to the curved collarbones. Because even the mimic has them slightly curved. Grr. I want them to be pistons. We're gonna run with the pistons and then see how it goes. You want to add a tongue? I could. Curved pistons have to exist? They probably do. I'm just dumb. There also has got to be an easier way to line these up. I can look it up though. Let's find out. Oh, they do. It's mainly for engines though. Would be incredibly difficult to rig. Fanta or Fanta? Dr. Pepper. They do exist, but they're incredibly not what I'm looking for. And they don't work at all like what I'm envisioning. They're mostly for car engines. That's what it looks to be. That's not gonna work, yeah. So we're just gonna try this. Or an air piston, like it uses air instead of a metal rod. It's you got to think about the rigging, right? The rigging is going to be difficult for something like that. Foxy, hello, hello. We're just gonna run with this and see if we can get this to work. If we can't, we'll have to swap it out. But unfortunately, that is the cost of trial and error. I feel so wrong right now. What the hell happened? I don't know, I just kind of wigged out. Alright, let's go cube, please. Why use a cube when you can use a cylinder? That's a good trick, I guess. If your stuff isn't feeling sci-fi enough, swap out your cubes for cylinders. Eagle, I gotta ask, what does WSP stand for? Right, because I've seen WSG, right? That's what's good. But what's WISP? Oh, so that's not how you spell metal there, Monique. I don't know how to spell. Grab this. Thank you. Goodness. Now my DPI feels too low. What is happening? I'm having some issues, guys. I knew that was gonna happen. Well, don't go saying that there, Foxy. One of my best friends is a mecha VTuber. Yes, I'm against AI and robots and stuff like that, but he's different. offer a little bit of clearance there. I gotta put a thing on it to know. Let's make that a little bit thicker. I've never used that before. Bigger. Do a bit of that. I want a root beer. Ooh. Is it one of when I have time to post an ad? So what? So much notifications. I don't need any of them. I will mirror this across that. Z-wise. We will not merge them. I kind of like that shape. Mirror it across that. Mirror across this. Modifiers, scale. I can shade all things smooth. I just heard someone in my house say, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the of them all?" Yikes. Terminate, indeed. Terminate. And then I can use this as a support for pistons up into the head as well, which is perfect actually. This I'm going to move up a bit, about there. You mean, what am I on? You do seem to be having a little bit of trouble there, Popstar. Right, I'm gonna go work low. Want to do some stuff before I snooze. Alrighty, well, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and I hope to catch you again soon. If all goes well, I'll hopefully be streaming again tonight. But with the way my schedule is right now, I might not be able to. Gonna go for school. Alrighty, well, thank you for stopping by there as well, Monique. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you again soon. Everybody's leaving me behind. I think this is a good foundation for the shoulders. Next is figuring out the rest of this case here, though. First off, set your origin to your geometry and apply your scale. Second, so just gonna post a sale ad in the tablet for my tablet in the Discord. Sure. You can post it over in self-promotion. Just don't at anybody. And make sure you write you have permission from me to post that. Looks good so far, thank you. I feel like I should figure out this. This should be going back to about here. And then this would be up. At least there. Without that height. Something I'm interested in here. Maybe it'll help if the ears aren't quite so forward. Oh, it's just a bunch of empty space. I don't like it. I think the head stays the same size. So, goodness gracious, my phone is going off. Mirror this like that. She is sad. She is sad. To be honest, he looks cute. How does he look cute? I'm not one to judge. I'm not gonna judge. But I am definitely someone to judge. Kind of want to design, excuse me, how the shoulder blades work. Because if you raise your arms and your scapula moves with it. I know. I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, it's a as we go process, but it'll probably be maybe like 3 pistons instead of like an actual blade, which would then imply that we would have maybe 3 or so, kind of like that, which would align around here. Ugh. And then I can have them all attached to, I think, the same point. And then they'll just have to move in succession. Because if you look at the shoulder blade here, they all convene here. So maybe that's what we'll have. We'll have is, whoops. Nope, cursor just selected. Mesh. We'll have a cylinder. trying to go a little too humanoid here, but I'm not sure. I think what we'll do is we'll take a quick break, go down instead to the hips. That's where we will pick up here. So we're going to move this down here. Base of the hips is right about there, which is in actuality about there. You guys gotta have scoliosis, goodness. So let's take these ones, and if these connect here, these ones I do have references for if they weren't covered up. These are actually going to be cylinders. These I might actually file. And then for this one, collection. Not a bad day. We'll have that there. That affects Grr. Oh. Goodness. So everyone probably run into 50 more, right? The issue is that I have decent ideas when it comes to things like the arms. right? Or things that are working in my head that I just cannot put into Blender. They just don't work in Blender. Just rigging nodes. I'm not, as much as I appreciate it, Popstar, I'm not really looking to get into new programs right now. Cube. Oh, this is awful. Grrr. It's at this point where I give up the human anatomy part. Goodness. Mirror across this by Z. Copy modifiers just without the bevel and without the merge. It's an extension that you can get the repository for, and it just makes rigging nodes for Blender. Or just an installation of an extension. Yeah, but I like my rigging. Half the point of this model is to get better at custom rigs, to be quite honest. Getting phone notifications. Grr. Well, if it's just showing me what bones with what, I can see that decently well myself already. I don't know, I'm hard set in some of my ways. It's just how I am. Where did that go? Maybe you lost it. Haveen, hello, hello. I think I should make that into a path. That way I can have rotate by 90. Something borrowed, something blue. Set origin to geometry. Cursor to selected. Let's add a cylinder. Something new, something borrowed, something blue. First things first, I want to array 0, 1. Let's do this. Shade auto smooth. Merge. Oh, 1. And then we can curve. Want a subdivision instead of a bevel. Why is it not centered? Why do I have these problems? It's not. Because it's not flat. Why isn't it flat? Erg. What's happening here? Grr. Cylinder. Faces. Ready. Oops. 0, 1. Merge. Curve. I don't understand why it does this. And it's twisted again. Why? Erg. I'm planning to get a drawing tablet on my birthday later this year. Ooh. Spine. Yes, spine. Spine is hurting my eyes. Ugh. My eyes hurt. I'm tired. This is being a pain in the ass. Feel like really happy right now, and I have no clue why. Wow, I'm glad you're happy. Speaking of happy, I think Eagle's still in here. I heard you two were supposed to play Minecraft today. I added them to my realm. Ooh. Can my phone stop being blown up, please? I'm not happy with this. Why is this so difficult? The room has made it past the 2-week phase. Fine. Tell you what, this stream is not going to make it past the 1 hour 45 phase. I'm tired. I want you to know, there, Popstar, I am purposely choosing to ignore your pun jokes, and is the reason why I'm not reading those ones. Had my first mock since high school. Oh, is that something to celebrate? Based Stitch. Based with what? With butter, oil, grease? What are we basting me with? Help! What do I do? Sorry, Stitch, I'll stop now. I got it on my system. Good. Grrr! I don't know where to continue from here. And because I don't know where to continue from here, I think that's where we are going to call it. Because I am super tired. I wish to go to bed. we are leaving Mimic at the chocolate. I remember when they first made chocolate phase. So let's work on the easy parts first and the ones we have an idea for. Yeah, except I have an idea for all of it and it's just not working at the moment. So but yeah. The issue is I have an idea, right? And it executes well in my head, but putting it into practice is the problem. because it just wouldn't work very well in terms of rigging or in terms of actually getting it to look right or be able to actually get from point A to point B. And it's a bit of a challenge. So yeah, that's where we are right now. I'm so tired right now. I can feel my throat starting to swell. So yeah, we are heading to bed. Yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, remember to tune in again later. If I am awake in time, we will be streaming again tonight in roughly about, I want to say, maybe 9 hours or so. But yes, thank you all so much for tuning in. Hopefully next stream we'll either be playing a game. We'll either be playing some Minecraft World, or we will be back here attempting to make it not quite so to look at. But we will try our best. But yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm not going to read out all my socials, but if you are interested in any of them, you can find them down in the description down below. And I will catch you all again real soon. Hope you enjoyed, and bye-bye.